Let's stay with the courts, and Felix Orinda, popularly known as DJ Evolve, has withdrawn the case against Embakasi East MP Babu Owino, who was accused of attempted murder. Babu, on the other hand, will face a second-hand charge of behaving in a disorderly manner while carrying a firearm. On January 17, 2020, the legislator allegedly shot DJ Evolve in the neck at the B Club Entertainment Sport in Kilimani, Nairobi. Babu Owino had attempted an out-of-court settlement with DJ Evolve. DJ Evolve filed an application to withdraw the case, claiming that he had reconciled and wanted to focus on his recovery. Senior Principal Magistrate Bernard Ochoi said Babu Owino and DJ Evolve were friends before the shooting, and they have kept that friendship even after the shooting. Ochoi stated that the accused is currently undertaking certain obligations in relation to the complainant's well-being. However, the magistrate noted that the court had not been informed where the victim had received any type of compensation. The case will be mentioned on January 20th, 2022. And we'd like to get
you have my pole sana for all that happened. Maybe I know it may not be that easy for you to speak, but maybe you can just tell us. Come again.
Well, let's get some perspective on this and context. And I'm joined now by Kirimi Gontai, who's a criminal lawyer. Kirimi, welcome to the program. There's a quick question first to get us start off. Help us understand the context here. Was this a crime against the state of Kenya, or is attempted murder now, not one of these sort of cases?
Thank you for having me, James. First of all, this was a crime. In every case, the state is the complainant. That is why the charges are framed as republic versus so and so. However, in crimes against the person, especially the charge for which the accused person was charged with, that was a crime acted against the person, and essentially, they are at liberty at any point to indicate that they do not wish to participate in the proceedings and have the charges withdrawn. However, the decision to still proceed with the second charge is entirely discretionary and lies with the DPP.
And so which is why we brought us in all this sort of maze of confusion, because the idea then was that this is a criminal prosecution and it's not yes. something between persons, the person who's charged versus the victim. But it appears, it is that situation where the victim, as you say, and as we, learn from the court, that can withdraw the case, and the DPP hasn't said, for instance, there's a second charge.
Yeah. Well, parties are at liberty. The national prosecution policy, as it stands right now, encourages reconciliation as a means of restorative justice. That means parties are especially encouraged to try and negotiate and find a solution, even in criminal cases and even in serious cases, serious crimes, as that which Babu Owino charged with. The second charge, however, is a charge that essentially the state remains the complainant, because it was not an offense against the person, it was the offense of misuse of a firearm, which still puts it in the purview of what the DPP can say that they will not have withdrawn.
Final question for us. Since this matter has been concluded according to the magistrate court, as it is, it's very confusing. We hear, from not only just the victim, but the family, and this situation has been widely publicized. As, someone who practices criminal law, what precedence does this set?
Well, it's not anything new. Cases are withdrawn all the time. It's not like it's anything new. However, it still does say something where we have under the current constitution and what we call the Victims Protection Act, victims are accorded a greater role in the prosecution of criminal matters. They are not just bystanders anymore. They are active participants in criminal cases. That includes having the power to decide that they don't want to participate in the proceedings and they do not wish for the charge to carry on. It speaks again to how now we are moving away from punitive justice systems to more restorative justice systems, because the end purpose of criminal prosecution is not always necessarily to punish, but it is also sometimes to restore, to make good what was done wrong.
All right, Kiremi Gwantai, criminal lawyer, thank you very much for helping us to wed the maze of these questions. I'm sure the public have many questions, and for the days to come, this will be a topic of interest. Thank you very much.